Last week, my next door neighbor killed himself. 21-year-old guy. I didn't really know him. I'd seen him around in the halls, in the parking lot, here and there. It happened just beyond the wall here in my apartment, and it's got me thinking just how much guys are going through these days. How much they're suffering. I don't know what this guy was going through. I don't know what he was suffering in particular. I guess it could have been anything. But I think it's so indicative of the kind of pain that so many of us are dealing with today. I want to talk a little about that. I want to talk about the way this culture is making so many of us feel powerless, out of control, and as if there's nowhere that we're moving forward to in life anymore. We're just stuck, and there's nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, no chance of relief. Now, before I get into it, I just want to ask that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're new, sign up to our email list. This content we're making is for you guys, and I want to make sure that you don't miss any of it because this is important stuff. We all have dreams. We all have aspirations. We all have a vision of where we want our life to go, at least when we were young. I know I did. And it seems that the further we get in life, particularly in this world, all that seems to shrink down and it doesn't seem attainable anymore. It doesn't seem like we'll ever be able to get there. Like, I know for me, often I felt like there's just a giant weight crushing down upon me, and it's just like I'll never be able to get where I want to get in life. I'm just stuck in this same place. And what happens is it just feels like there's just this huge disconnect between what we want and our ability to actually get it, between our dreams and achievement. Like there's no clear path forward, that there's no real way to make those dreams come true. Now, why is this the case in today's world? What is it that's made it to where so many of us feel that we're just stuck where we are and feeling powerless? Well, there's definitely a couple of reasons, and I want to talk about them one by one here. So, the first reason is what I would call college degree inflation, meaning that a lot of us went to college, we got degrees, we get out of college, and then we can do nothing with the degree. It's as if we didn't even get the degree in the first place. There's where you start applying for jobs, no one gets back in touch with you. I mean, I've applied to like 200 jobs in a single day, and none of them have responded to me. And you have this college degree that's saying like, hey, I did all this work, I can do this job, and no one takes it seriously. It's like, what's the point? Why did I even get this degree? And so then we're just stuck, left trying to find work in any way we can. So we get some, hourly paying job, or we have to work at Domino's down the street, or work at the grocery store. Whatever it is, we're stuck in this place where we can't find decent paying work, even though we went through all the trouble to get the college degree in the first place. And you're just sort of like, okay, well, where am I going now in life? And so that's point one of feeling that you're stuck. Point two, inflation. Just pure economic inflation. Costs going up. You're stuck working at the grocery store. You're not making enough money to keep up with those rising costs. And now you have all this debt from your college degree that you still have to pay off. Maybe you've got credit card debt too. How are you supposed to keep up? Well, you have to find another job. Now you're working two jobs, and now you're stuck in this rat race, or this hamster wheel where you're just chasing money to pay off debt, and you're going into more debt to pay off that debt, and it's just, how are you ever supposed to get out of that? I mean, it's almost ridiculously unbearable. And if there's, if I could name just two reasons, it would be those two alone for why so many of us feel just stuck and screwed in today's world. And unfortunately, a lot of us turn to these drugs, marijuana and stuff like that, to relieve the pressure of all that anxiety and just turn it off so that we don't have to feel like we're stuck in this crappy world. But the thing is that unfortunately those drugs, turn off our emotions. So now we're left feeling not only that we're stuck in this, money crap cycle, but we're left feeling nothing at all. We turn into just apathetic zombies. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's the whole, feminist girl power movement that's making dating almost virtually impossible for many of us. A lot of us had divorced parents growing up where, we had divided affections between our mom and dad. And probably one of the saddest things of all is that so many of us are just left really lonely. We don't have a lot of friends. We don't have people to talk to. And we live in a culture that discourages us from talking when we get the opportunity. So the whole thing is a giant show for all of us. I mean, this is the definition of what it means for a culture to betray a group of people. I mean, we are just left totally floundering, and it's destroyed a world that should have been ours, that could have been ours, but it's not. So, in the face of all of that, and that's just, again, just a little bit of it, what can we do? Is there really anything we can do? I mean, it's not like any of us can control the economy. Any of us can control the job market. Any of us can control the dating scene. I mean, what do we do in the face of all of these things? Well, there's really only a handful of things we can do, and they have to do with our mindset. Now, I know this isn't the most practical advice out there. You can probably find some better advice about how to find a job, about how to make more money, but what I want to do is go through a few more, what I think are more fundamental things that can help with this issue. The first thing is remember that this is the only life that you get, and that it's your responsibility to own it, to take control of it, to go after your own happiness in the best possible way you can that's available in our world. It's your responsibility not to give up. It's your responsibility to fight. It's your responsibility to hang in there. And the key here is not to see that responsibility as a problem, but as a liberator, as a challenge, really. Like, this is my life, and I'm not going to give up on it because it's the only one I have. Yeah, the culture might suck. Yeah, the economy sucks. But I have to make the most of it however I can. And that's this first point. The second, forgive your past self. And what I mean by that is your future self is the only person that you should care about. Whatever you did in the past, whoever you were, whatever mistakes you made, you can't let those hold you back from moving forward and living a better life and being a better person in the future. The future is what you should be heading for. You have to forgive your past self and say, whoever I was back then, that's in the past. Those were my past decisions, and I'm going to move to the future now. You have decades ahead of you in the future, and it's in your power to shape them if you take the responsibility to do it today. My third point is make a plan. And what I mean is the economy isn't getting any better. Inflation's going to continue to go up. The job market's going to continue to suck. But start doing research. Start getting more into it. If you try hard enough, you might just find some better job. You might find a way out. And yeah, it shouldn't be our responsibility to have to work this insanely hard to get a job and to get ourselves out of these, this horrible rut that past generations have put us in. But unfortunately, that's where we are. That's the situation we've found ourselves in. And we're just going to have to work a little extra hard. That sucks for us, It's not the world we should have been given, but it's the world we've been given nonetheless. And you have to make a plan. What am I going to do? Do I need to go back to school? How am I going to find a job? Where can I find a job? What can I do to start paying down this debt? Do I need to work a second job? Is that really what I have to do? Do I just need to bite the bullet and do it? It sucks, but if you start planning now, maybe in the future you can live a better life. As long as your present self today starts making plans to do that. Now, tell me in the comments. I want to hear your story. Tell me your story. What have you gone through? What's your experience been like? Tell me what your plan is. Do you have a plan? Do you want to make a plan? Tell me I'm full of crap. But let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. And, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join us. We're putting together a great community of guys just like you. We want to support you guys in building a better, flourishing life for yourself and give you the confidence to get out there and live your life. Because, like I said earlier, this is the only one you get. So, thank you so much for watching.